Hey, howdy. Hi there, friends. I almost forgot to bring the mic down from its space, like, floating above my PC. Hi. How goes? I'm fairly certain my mods are gonna kill me today. That's not true. They're not gonna kill me. They're not gonna unalive me. I'm entirely incredibly sick, and I should still be in bed. I've been in bed for like over 48 hours. Just like bad headache, constantly like blowing my snoot, coughing, all that good stuff. I found out that like retracted eardrums are a thing. Have you guys ever heard about that? Of that? Retracted eardrums? Yeah, okay, but like I could go back to bed, or I could be here incredibly sick with my husband, and we could talk about his film, Retracted Eardrums. Why do I feel like this isn't as bright as normal? I got... Oh, look at that. How, hold on. That's too bright. That's entirely too bright. Hold on. Is that okay with everyone? I feel like I need to wear sun... Hold on, we're gonna play with this. So, this isn't white, this is yellow. It's red. Okay, now hold on. Hold on. Hello, welcome from the pit of hell. It is I, demonic Nayra. Okay, now hold. Just a normal day. Hold on. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. There we go. He's not falsando. Look, he is the only one. Well, okay, so my husbandos and goddesses are the only ones that are allowed to break the blue rule, right? Because like, it's his classic tunic. Okay, that's very loud today. I don't know, can y'all hear the high-pitched like squealing noise? I hope not. But yeah, no, he allowed to. You would think that, I would have been like stupid fucking excited for Link to like don the blue tunic whenever I saw it for Breath of the Wild. And I like, the more it went on, no, he is above the, no, God, he is above the rule of blue. He can do whatever the fuck he wants to me. I mean, he can do whatever the fuck he wants. How are you guys today? I'm fine. Anyway, so the Legend of Zelda movie news. Yeah. So what are we what are we thinking? If we're wanting to get like right into that, I feel like I kind of want to wait for like a couple more peeps to join in. We have some of our regular. Where the fuck? Nope, that's not where it goes. Hold on. I'm really good at this. Hold on. I'm really good at my job. So hold on. I shouldn't have started stream today. Hold on. No, shit, fuck, damn it, fuck, shit, damn it! Okay, got it, hold on, I got it. Oh, thanks, autocorrect, you just made my day perfect. Anyways, yeah, anyways. What do you mean, no thoughts? I mean, I get that you barely watch movies. That's fine. I respect that. I mean, it makes me sad as like a, you know, an avid movie watcher. But, yeah, no, like, what, you gotta have some thoughts. You gotta have some thoughts, man. Like, it's kind of our whole thing, you know? You speak with a Hylian regularly. Like, I don't know, or sorry, Elf, sorry, Nintendo. I'm not allowed to be from your world. Cease and desist, Nayra. You speak with an elf regularly. I used to live before I transmigrated to the human world. I used to live on the island of Syndria, which is off the southern coast of Hyrule. So yeah. Hollywood has disappointed you in recent times. I respect that a lot, actually. Sorry, I'm sick. I shouldn't be streaming. I know that. Yeah. No. So I'm really nervous. I'm really nervous about the movie. I told you guys that I made the very like bold statements that I did not want to be in the human world when they made this movie kind of thing. And my IRL friend group was like, whoa. And I'm like, I know, right? But I'm like, whoever they cast as my husbando just won't be my husbando because I'm married to my husbando, right? And I used to live with my husbando in Hyrule. And, you know, it's like really cool to see like all of the love that he's gotten in like the human world. Like he's got his own series kind of thing. A little bit offended that I'm not in his games with him, but it's fine. It's whatever. Whatever. Triforce wielder over here. Triforce of power, it's mine. Whatever. Anyways, yeah, so I did make the bold declaration, I don't want to be in the human world whenever this happens, and now it's happening, and I'm kind of like, well, I've been in the human world this long, and according to my, you know, hair past the freckle watch, actually, I have no hair on my arm, but it's fine, my freckle watch, I'm not leaving the human world anytime soon, so I am now faced with the Legend of Zelda live-action movie, which is not... Wait, have you tried the magic spell called Photoshop to be with him? I have, thank you very much. It's not the same thing, all right, okay? I'm just saying, like, I love him right here, you know, very much. I love it very much, but, you know, being able to smush faces with my husbando, IRL, and, you know, it's completely and totally different from holding merch of him, so fuck you. It's so insensitive of you. I'm sorry, I'm so fucking tired right now. I saw 9 hours late that a post was made because I've been sleeping like all day. I saw 9 hours late that this post was made that like, yes, we have like our actors and actress kind of thing for Link and Princess Zelda. And I first screamed in the mods Discord, and then I rolled out of bed and was like, I've got to talk about this because I've got to talk about it. So here we are. I am upright kind of thing. I'm wearing my t-shirt that I got from lion dancing. I have my hair down. That's cool. It's worked with me today. Anyways, yeah. So, yeah, it looks like we have Bo Bragison as Princess Zelda. I can't screen share yet. That's the thing that I didn't set up because I'm really good at streaming, so I apologize. Yeah, it looks like we have Bo Bragison as Princess Zelda and Benjamin Evan Ainsworth as Link, as my husbando, which I don't know. I don't really know. And I knew that we were gonna be kind of feeling like that. I'm gonna keep coughing and I apologize. I knew that I was gonna feel this way no matter who got cast, right? So this is like zero hate towards him and her, towards them. It's just like, yeah, I'm still under the belief that they should have done like, you know, mocap. Like maybe they like these guys could have been like the mocap actors kind of thing. Like that, sure, that possibly could have worked, but I don't, until they're in the garb kind of thing, until they have their ears, until they are like, you know, my husbando and my, you know, my princess kind of thing, I don't think I'm gonna be able to see it. What concerns me is that, I'm looking at an article right now from Variety that says alongside what seems to be first look photos of the actors in costume. And like, again, I know I can't screen share right now. If that is supposed to be their costumes, right? I'm gonna be a little bit upset. Just already from like, you know, head up kind of thing, because it just looks like two regular people in a blue top and then a green hoodie kind of thing. Like the fuck? I'm wondering if they're, you know, maybe we're getting like, you know, OG Link look kind of thing, because in that he's still kind of like, you know, colors were limited kind of thing. And it, you know, I don't know, so he still had like the dark hair, you know, very much not where we are now with Link and Princess Zelda. But I'm wondering if they're gonna stick with like, you know, kind of more OG look kind of thing, or Zelda 2 look for Princess Zelda kind of thing. I don't know. I feel like it's gonna kind of be like I feel like it's gonna kind of be like the whole, as far as the narrative goes, I feel like it's gonna be akin to the Mario movie, how we didn't follow, to my knowledge, correct me if I'm wrong, or you saw something that I didn't see. Again, I haven't been able to play a mainline Mario game. The last one I did, I needed to vom kind of thing, because of motion sickness. But with that one, we didn't follow a particular game, right? It wasn't like, I don't know. We didn't pick a Mario game and like turn it into a movie. It was kind of like, it's its own thing. You know, Mario and Luigi are from like the real world kind of thing. And then we're going to go into like, you know, the Mario ass world kind of thing, where pipes and shit aren't just for plumbing, they're for travel and all of that good stuff, right? And Princess Peach is kind of the reigning main character of that world kind of thing. Like Mario and Luigi are not a thing until like we merge worlds. I'm curious to see, like, one, if we're gonna try the, you know, isekai shit into Hyrule, kind of like they did with Mario and Luigi, which I'm gonna find hysterical, because again, I've been isekai'd from Hyrule, so yeah. Just a reboot of the live action movie. Yeah, I feel like it's, where I was going with that, sorry, I'm full of so many different thoughts and I can't like articulate like them correctly because I'm like so excited. Yeah, Monster Hunter also did an isekai, yeah. So I'm kind of worried about that because I'm gonna be like, no, I'm tired of isekai shit because I've been isekai'd, so I'm like, I get wanting to like go from the human world to like a more fantastical world, because I'm sorry, this world is so mundane compared to places like Hyrule, Syndria, you know, kind of thing. It's just like, there's the crazy ass shit that y'all imagine and dream of kind of thing is over there. So I get it. But like, I'm one, kind of worried that they're gonna like isekai them. Two, it's just gonna be crap. Like, I'm really worried it's gonna be crap, and I wouldn't be surprised if it was crap, because nowadays everything needs to be turned into a movie, right? We can't just let things lie. Everything has to either be remade, or it's like, you know, Hollywood's freaking out because they've officially run out of ideas, and they're adding, you know, like, Herp posted in the mods Discord that we're getting like 5 to 7 movies in like the MCU phase 6 next year. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Like we've either run out of ideas, right? And we're trying to beat a dead horse, or we're turning like video games into movies because no one has the attention span to play video games or whatnot, or we're trying to like, I don't know, like, I don't know. They've just run out of ideas. I shouldn't say like short attention span or whatnot, like the normies. That's not fair. Like, not everyone is a gamer, but like, I don't know. It's just, by that same thought, not everyone is a gamer, so not everyone's gonna want to see like, oh, another video game movie kind of thing, you know? Yeah, so I think what they're gonna end up doing is kind of where I was going with the whole Mario movie, is that they're going to kind of do their own thing, right? It's gonna be its own storyline. We're gonna see a shit ton of Easter eggs, because why wouldn't you throw as many Easter eggs into there as you can? Especially with Breath of the Kingdom, right? Those two games, they've kind of, I guess, I don't want to say set this precedence, but have like created an okay, hold on. Finding words. We have this mod podge of like all of these Zelda games with all of these different references like left and right in Breath of the Kingdom. That is like, okay, so we've gotten the fan base like ready to see all of these different references in one world kind of thing. Like, we've brought all of these worlds together into 2 games, you know, like, but yeah, so I'm thinking with that, it's they're kind of planning on doing that to live action movie Hyrule. I think they're gonna throw like a whole bunch of references in it, and it's gonna be one of those where it's like, okay, Nayra, how many Easter eggs from your home world can you find in there kind of thing? And I'll be like, oh, I'm sitting there with a notebook, I'm ready to go kind of thing. So for for that reason, I'm kind of excited to see all of the Easter eggs that we can throw into it, kind of thing. Nonsense, everyone is a gamer. We play the game of life every day. Oh, I hate that game. I hate that game. Like, unironically, I hate that board game. 0 out of 10 would not recommend. Yeah, I'm kind of like biding my time. Again, I'm having a brilliant time hanging out with you guys in the human world, but I'm kind of looking forward to, you know, heading back to my husbando kind of thing in Hyrule. A lot of DLC constantly goes up in price. Fucking honestly, dude. I do not have, my rupees did not, you know, translate here. They're like, we don't have that here. I'm like, technically you do. And they're like, yeah, we don't have these kind of rupees, you dipshit. And I'm like, okay, so they're not like the coin and the paper rupees kind of thing, like from, you know, India. But like they are gems, and they're like, yeah, those aren't real gems here. I'm like, okay, what do you want from me? I want you to get out. Okay, fine, I'll leave. That's how the rupee transaction worked. It was great, wonderful time. You know, someone is going to joke about how dangerous chickens are, but they aren't going to actually show how maybe one bad guy gets knocked into a coop and gets mobbed. I would be okay with that. Like, you know, some villager kid or like someone who's passing through is like, oh, look at these guys, or like kicks a chicken out of the way, and then it's just like, you know, they're on the screen, and then the like walking, and then all the chickens just like shoom, and like hit them off the screen. I think that would be kind of funny. I want to see again how many references that they can fit into it. I hope that I'm pleasantly surprised. Like I said, I'm not the most excited person in the world for this. However, I'm a huge fucking Legend of Zelda fan, so I'm still gonna, I am actively looking, I've been actively looking every fucking day since it's been announced, for open casting for extras, because I can't call myself a Zelda fan if I don't try and get a part, even if it's just literally 2 seconds of me walking off the screen, because that's what made it into the movie. You know, like I've got to try. I got my headshots done earlier this year. I've been actively looking. I want to try. I really want to try. I'm like, I feel like I'm at the level of like, you guys remember when Stephen Colbert got into like the Hobbit trilogy kind of thing? And then he's like, see right here, that's like, he's gonna be his own character, and like yeah, that's gonna be me. Like, now I will never be as like brilliant in my acting skills as Charlie in like the Hunger Games movie. Like that, his performance was fucking phenomenal. I just hope that maybe someday I will have an ounce of his talent, but even then that's like going, yeah, that's reaching for the stars right there. So I feel like it's more plausible, more feasible for me to get into the Zelda movie than to reach that level of talent. Like, just, man's is insane. I mean, have you seen his have you seen his reel for the new one? For the new movie that's coming out? You guys gotta go watch that shit. That's like phenomenal. I could never. It's just, it brought tears, like fountains out of my eyes. It was ridiculous. It was insane. I'm like, man's give him an Oscar. Why hasn't he received an Oscar? At least 5 by now. Like, whatever. He's been robbed. But yeah, I'm gonna try, and I really want to try and get into this very, very badly. Yeah, I'm nervous. I'm nervous about it. This game series kind of changed the trajectory of my life for the better. It helped me, like, you know, meet all of my friends, my fiance, you guys. Like, I was not a gamer prior to The Legend of Zelda. I got in like really late. So like, I don't know. It might sound like a little bit ridiculous to say, but this game series like not only changed but saved my life. Like, I love it so much. So I'm kind of hoping that they do it some justice instead of make it just like shit. You know, like I don't know, but I know that there's gonna have to be some changes and stuff. Like, I remember watching the Monster Hunter live action movie before I watched I started playing Monster Hunter, and I didn't really like it. It just kind of felt like, I don't know, I'm like, okay, military person gets sucked into another world. I've seen this like 15,000 times before kind of thing. And then I watched it after playing Monster Hunter and becoming a huge ass fan, and I'm like, holy shit, this was like a passion project, you know, made by people who actually gave a shit about the games, right? Diablos looked fucking phenomenal. Like I don't know. They did it right, but we had to, I don't know, add in like the whole military theme because no one was going to give a shit about monsters kind of thing. Like the general population. If you're a gamer who's played those games and is like, oh my God, this game is great. You know, like all of the little baddies kind of thing. Yeah, they were spot on. But I didn't know that as someone who hadn't played Monster Hunter. I feel like the Mario movie, outside of it being Mario kind of thing, was a little bit more accessible kind of thing because like everyone's seen like everyone knows Mario, right? Unfortunately, I don't know, maybe that's changed in recent years. Not as many people know as much about The Legend of Zelda as they do Mario kind of thing. Hello, Chelsea, welcome in. But yeah, I'm kind of afraid that like it's not gonna get like as much backing, as much love, as much support kind of thing as it needs because it's like, oh yeah, nobody knows as much about Link as they do Mario kind of thing. Everyone loves Mario, so we kind of gotta like make sure that we do a better job. I don't know, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just being a little bit of a pessimist. Maybe I am. I don't know. I'm trying to think of like video game adaptation movies that I really enjoy. Like as someone who hasn't played, you're trying to decide if you're excited about this in general. Me too. Like I'm again, Zelda fan. I really want to be excited. Like again, if you guys hear anything or see anything about an open casting call for background extras, please DM me and do not stop DMing me with that link until I respond to you because I am looking. Yes, no, exactly. Like Link was my very first husbando. I only have 2 husbandos. The other one was completely and totally unexpected, but Link is my very first of the like husbando, waifu, quadruplet, not quadruplet, group, whatever, the 4 of the first of the 4, right? He's my very first. I hold him in like very high regard. He is extremely special to me. He saved my life. He was my very first friend when I moved to, you know, like Nowheresville. And I'm like, where the fuck am I? I don't know anyone here kind of thing. He's my husbando back on Syndria, you know, like in Hyrule. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm very, very nervous and I'm hoping like, I mean, I get it, because, like, if you look at the Zelda games, they're all about, like, they're all talking about, you know, shining youth kind of thing. Oh, youth chosen by the goddess kind of thing. Goddesses. They're about 17, until maybe later installments. I know there's the question as to, like, how old he is in, like, Tears of the Kingdom. And people are like, oh, he's a little bit older because this is the same timeline as Breath of the Wild. I'm like, is it? Because there's the whole thing with the Guardians and how they were everywhere, and like there's some things in here that imply that XYZ, and you know what? It's fine. There's also been like, anyways, getting off of that point. So I'm kind of like, it makes sense why they got, you know, kids to play them kind of thing. Especially if they were going to turn this into like a kind of like a toon version kind of thing of my husbando, which that I get because he's younger in the toons, right? So it makes sense that they did cast people that are their age because it's, you know, pretty accurate to a lot of the games. At the same time, I need them to do it right. I need them to do it well. It doesn't have to be the best. I want them to honor the source material. I don't mind them having like a fresh, you know, new take or whatever. I mean, Zelda's constantly evolving, right? There's different versions of the legends, right? It's the Legend of Zelda. Like the legend is going to be different depending on the area, even in the human world kind of thing. Like fucking, we'll go with Mulan. That's the first one that I can think of. Like there are like 8 billion different things where it's kind of like, it, you know, with the legend of Mulan, where it's like, you know, she becomes like the Empress's concubine, she gets executed, she goes on to have like a military career. There's like 8 billion different, you know, ways that the Legend of Mulan ends. But, you know, we all know of the hero Mulan, especially with Disney having, you know, put it in a chokehold kind of thing. As long as they don't pull a Disney, it's fine, you guys. They don't pull a Disney as in elaborate a little bit for me, because I feel like I know what you're talking about. Like I like the general tone kind of thing. Like, I don't know. Just like Disneyfy it, as long as they don't like Disneyfy it or like beat a dead horse Because I'm like I mentioned earlier, we're getting 5 new installments in the MCU next year. We don't need that. I'm just talking about it in general kind of thing. Yeah, right now, I said before, I was always gonna have mixed feelings no matter who they cast. They could have fucking cast like Natalie Portman. I love Natalie Portman so fucking much, and I would still be like, I love her. I don't know if she's a Princess Zelda though. Maybe she is. I don't know. I need to see their performance first, but like, I still have very mixed thoughts about it. I have mixed thoughts about all of this. Again, I'm still gonna try and get my ass into the movie because what kind of fan am I? Unhinged fangirl am I that came from Hyrule itself if I don't try and get, what do you mean take that back? About Natalie Portman, I know, as I was saying that, I was like, Natalie Portman probably could pull off Princess Zelda. Yeah. Oh no, I love Natalie Portman. I know, I was like, nah, she probably could do it. And I would be okay. But I know that there are other people out there that are like, no, Natalie Portman could never. I'm like, all right. Again, we're all gonna have different takes on it. You mean they're always younger, but no thirsting for you in theater? Yeah, that's kind of the thing though, right? Is you want it to be kind of accurate to the games, right? So they've kind of got to be a little bit younger. However, me as like a 325-year-old elf woman who's married to, 300-plus-year-old Link IRL kind of thing. I'm like, I can't in good conscience do this kind of thing, I can't properly thirst over my husbando because you are a human child IRL. I can't do that. Like, I actually don't know how old Benjamin Evan Ainsworth is, but that just feels wrong. I can't do that. They seem like good choices just based on the optics of it. Okay, so it says, I'm sorry again that I can't share my screen. I didn't even think about that when I hopped on. All I knew was that, okay, I'm gravely ill. I'm rolling my ass out of bed from being in there for like 48 plus hours kind of thing. I'm that level of sick. I need to put on makeup and I gotta talk about this kind of thing. I'm like, but it says that, God, what are they in? Damn it, I just saw it. It was here in this article. Bragason, I haven't seen BBC One series 3 Girls and the Jetty. I haven't seen Renegade Nell. And then I haven't seen Ainsworth in The Haunting of Bly Manor. I haven't seen any of their stuff. Yeah, apparently he also did voice acting for the live action Pinocchio by Robert Zemeckis. So yeah, I need to go see, I need to go watch their stuff. You can bet your ass I'm gonna go watch their stuff so I can kind of get a feel for what I'm going into. Because if they ain't the best, in my humble wrong opinion, again, I have yet to see any of their work, so do not take this out of context. If they're not the best, and I go in there blinds, like not knowing, like having some hope kind of thing, and they end up sucking, I'm gonna be devastated. However, if I go in after having watched their stuff, then, kind of expecting this is what it's gonna be like, then yeah. I kind of try and go into movies adaptations or remakes with kind of like a neutral standpoint. And then I never try and kind of have like a huge hope for it. And that may sound extremely pessimistic, but I feel like that actually sets up for a better experience to go in with like neutral instead of like high hopes, because if like it doesn't meet your expectation, but you have neutral hopes, like if it doesn't meet your expectations, you're gonna hate it. But if you go in with neutral expectations, then it could be great, or it could be like less of a fall, if it does suck. When you truly started feeling old when most actors are younger than me? Yeah, join the club. Join the club, bro. Y'all, I know all of my y'all are all not 325. I'm like, hi. Let me just, yeah, coming to the human world absolutely entirely made me feel old because, like, I don't know, I aged, like, you know, I stopped aging, and y'all are over here like, you know, y'all have human lifespan. But yeah, no, it's just I want to be excited about this. I really do. But again, I'm trying to keep neutral. Honestly, I have pessimistic expectations for this because I'm like, it can't be. Surely it cannot be as good as the games are. I mean, I've kind of started having mixed feelings about the games itself, which terrifies me, right? Because this has been my favorite game series for at least 10 years. At least 10 years. At least. I know I've been gaming for at least 10 years now. Again, still a relatively new gamer. So like, I don't know, I was talking about this with Crispy and he's like, you know, that may happen. It may no longer be your favorite series, and that's hard. And I'm like, no, it has to be. It has to be. It has to, forever, because I'm married to him, right? I'm married, he's my husband, right? No, it has to be. But yeah, so I already am a little bit nervous about the direction that The Legend of Zelda is going. Admittedly, I've been nervous about the direction it's been going since Breath of the Wild. Still wasn't the biggest fan of that. More of a fan of Tears of the Kingdom. Echoes of Wisdom. I have lots of thoughts on Echoes of Wisdom. I had something filmed for Echoes of Wisdom, and then the fire took it away. But basically, it wasn't like as much. You've been gaming for 25 years. Hey, man, good for you, though. Your games are old enough to drink. I love that. No, but so yeah, I'm kind of worried about it. But I'm still trying to be a little bit more optimistic. I don't want to be pessimistic about something that's Zelda. I don't want to. And again, nothing on the actors, but I can't see it right now. I can't see it. Again, I would say this regardless of who it was. So it's not you, Bo. It's not Benjamin. I just can't see it yet. And I need to see you guys in, you know, y'all's full regalia kind of thing before I can be like, yes, I can see you as Princess Zelda. Yes, I can see you as a younger version of my husbando. Like, yeah. I don't know. I'm trying to just like look at the faces kind of thing and just be like, that could work. But I'm just kind of like, no, that ain't. I don't know. I'm worried about it. But how are you guys feeling about it? Chelsea's already kind of sounded off about it. I am a little bit upset that these people are not. I don't think they're legally old enough to like even consider thirsting over. If they look too young, I'm like, no. Personally, you don't have high hopes for it, Mon Chips. All right. I honestly, honest to the goddesses, I don't think I'm that excited about it either. However, in order to make myself excited about it, again, I have taken headshots, to try and get into the movie, right? If there's something that I'm like actively trying to do to be like involved in it kind of thing, then maybe I'll be excited about it kind of thing. I don't know. I'm looking for anything and everything to make me excited about this because I need this to be a good film. You think it's going to be similar quality to the Mario movie, which was fine to go watch as a family with their kids, but it wasn't a memorable or amazing movie in any way. Yeah, so again, I haven't been able to play, or haven't played and or am unable to play Mario games for like the motion sickness stuff. But like as someone with pretty minimal knowledge of Mario, I had a good time, but it was definitely a kids movie, right? It wasn't, I don't know, but I guess Mario's a kid's game. I just feel like they rolled out the red carpet for the kids feelies kind of thing. Like, we're gonna make this extra kid movie friendly kind of thing, when it didn't have to be as kid friendly kind of thing. I agree. I did kind of like it, kind of, if it wasn't like, you know, Seth Rogen or Chris Pratt, I'm gonna say it. Yeah, I'm like, we didn't have to, yeah. We didn't, Yeah, I love Lee Kovacs. To parrot Lee Kovacs, I wish that they picked actual voice actors to play these characters instead of Hollywood celebrities. Because in every other country, they're picking like voice actors to play these characters, right? They're not having their characters pose as these Hollywood actors. You get what I'm saying? Like the characters should not have to accommodate to the Hollywood stars, right? The voice actors should be like, yes, I am honoring this character. I'm not just being like, hey, it's me, Mario. That's not the actual voice. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. You didn't even try. You didn't even try. Maybe one line, or like not one line, the commercial in the beginning. Maybe that. Maybe. To which I kind of got excited a little bit. But then it wasn't anymore. You think you're excited just because it's Zelda, but we'll see what it's like. I hope it isn't goofified. Agreed. Yeah, I want to be excited because it's Zelda. I want to be excited because it's Zelda. If this was literally any other movie, I would be like, okay, whatever. It's another fucking video game adaptation. That's not true. I've been having a fun time with the Sonic movies. I have, legitimately. I am... This is gonna sound really weird to say. I haven't been more excited for like a, you know, movie universe since fucking, I don't know, in forever. Like, I'm actually hype about the movies. I really am. They've been fun. But again, I haven't been able to play every Sonic game because motion sickness. So I don't have as much like in-depth, like, I've been there, man. I've played the games, all of that stuff. Yeah. Definitely the movie is going to be entertaining and the production budget will be off the roof. See, and that's kind of what scares me too, right? Is like it should be. Like the production value should be insane, right? And yet I feel like they're still gonna botch it. I know that they're filming in New Zealand, so it's gonna be beautiful. Like, again, if nothing else, I do think it's gonna be beautiful. I do think if nothing else, I'm gonna be able to, within the first 15 minutes, be able to be like, okay, you need to check out or this is actively gonna hurt your brain cells and you need to start looking for the references. I feel like that's what it is. But don't expect a Pixar level story. Oh, fuck no. No. Again, we kind of saw that in the Mario movie. Yeah. I don't know. The $1 million question is Link going to talk? Yeah, I haven't even touched on that because I fucking don't know. I think he's going to have to. It is going to be cringe. It's going to be extremely cringe. And everyone in the comments, like, you know, because we've been reading, right? We've been keeping up. Everyone in the comments is like, so is he going to talk? I don't know. But if he does, we need at least one, well, excuse me, princess. I'm like, don't do it. Don't do it. I love my husband. I love my husband at his worst. Please see CDI and the TV show, right? But I can admit that we all had a cringe phase in our life that we don't want to talk about, and those were his, right? I still love him, right? If I don't love him at his worst, then I don't get him at his this, you know? But like, that was cringe. We can all agree that it was cringe. Please don't fucking do that. I know I said I want to see Easter eggs. We don't need Easter eggs to that, you know, like that, like, yeah, don't do it. There will be a Final Fantasy live action one day, and for some reason, I believe that the Final Fantasy movie is going to be better than the Legend of Zelda movie. And I don't know if that's because Nintendo isn't gonna have a hand in it, but Nintendo's been making pretty shit decisions recently. For a while. Okay, hold on. Before y'all are like, recently, Nayra? Okay, they've been making extra shit decisions recently, and I like including their Mario movie, right? But like I feel like, I don't know, because Nintendo's attached to this one, I feel like it's just gonna hit the fan. Like I feel like it's gonna be bad. Like honestly, I would not be buying games from Nintendo anymore if this lovely hunk of a man kind of thing was not attached to them, unfortunately. But like, yeah. I feel like Final Fantasy is gonna be like far better. Absolutely. Not that Zelda isn't goofy sometimes. Yeah, it's got its goofy moments for sure, but overall it can and has had a darker tone, and me personally would prefer that direction. They're gonna have to keep it neutral. I'm afraid that they're going to make it, I don't think we're gonna get a darker tone for it. I feel like we'd see something more with like a darker tone for Kian's Final Fantasy movie. I definitely think that we could see that there, but not for here. I still feel like this is gonna have more of a kid's tone to it. They also said, and this is also what makes me nervous too, this isn't a shock to you guys because I've mentioned it 15,000 times before. I do not like YA, young adult novels. I do not like the films that are based off of the YA novels. Unfortunately, get that ad off my screen. The live action adaptation of the video game is being directed by the Maze Runner producer Wes Ball. I didn't like that movie at all. I haven't seen Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. I've heard some good things about it. I've heard some shit things about it. All I know is that I did not like Maze Runner. I tapped out. I think I tapped out with 15 minutes left in the film because I just couldn't do it anymore. I hated it. I tried reading the books, right? Or book. I give every book 50 pages. I've been told that's far too long, but I'm like, that gives you a good solid idea of how the book is gonna go. Didn't like the book. So maybe because I didn't like the book, maybe it was just kind of like, well, yeah, you kind of expected. It's the same level of shit kind of thing. So that makes me nervous too. So we've got two like very young actresses kind of thing, and then the Maze Runner person. I'm not excited about it. Kian's Final Fantasy movie, stop the presses. I guess for me, it depends on the audience they're making the film for. I think it's gonna be a YA, a young adult movie. Just from those two actors and from that producer. Or not producer, director. It says Helmer Wes Ball. It says Miyamoto and Avi Arad are producing. Yeah. I don't know. I'm hoping Miyamoto keeps it on track. I need you to keep it on track, please, sir. Please. Yeah, no, I did. Maze Runner was just kind of like, oh, God. Like, anyways, yeah. You're directing things now? I mean, go for it, Kian, absolutely. I trust you, Kian, more with this film than I probably do with everyone involved in it right now. Yeah, because I'm like, I'm sorry, Miyamoto, but you were also very excited about Chris Pratt, and I'm like, no, that was not the thing you needed to do, my good sir. You feel like in general that mostly adults play Zelda, especially compared to the Mario fan base, so who knows? Exactly. Hi, Solaire, welcome in. We're talking about Zelda today. No Final Fantasy 9 because I still can't wear earbuds. They should make it so the only sound Link does throughout the whole movie can only come from the soundboard. I would be okay with that. I would be okay with that. Nintendo does have a lot of respect for their own IP though, so maybe. Okay, so like, I don't know. They're pretty fucking stingy with it, so I'm like, I don't know. You don't mind YA necessarily. I have read / watched a couple, like probably could count, you know, off of one hand how many books and or films. I'll say one hand for books and one hand for films that I actually legitimately enjoy. So again, because of the whole, oh no, it says, yeah, no, it is being directed. Yeah, okay. Miyamoto, yeah, they're producing. Wes Ball is directing. So because because Wes Ball is directing it, and he also did Maze Runner, and that's the only thing that I really have to base Wes Ball off of. I'm not feeling very positive about this film. 90s Mario movie was better than the recent one. Don't at you. Can I at you to be like, same bro, same? Yeah, no. You think they wanted big names to attract buzz? That's the thing. You have it on Blu-ray yet and have it Ooh, you have it on Blu-ray, but have yet to watch it, so you guess you can't speak on the Mario movie. Again, as someone who's like not a diehard Mario Mario fan, I liked it. It was fine. I think the general consensus was, again, don't quote me on this, was, or not on this part at least, you can quote my own thoughts kind of thing. In the proper context, don't be an asshole and be like, see, Nayra hates. No, I just said I wasn't sure how it was going to go because I haven't seen their work. Thank you. But no, like, I think the general consensus was like, it was a fine kids movie, but like a Mario movie, it was kind of like, it could have been better. So yeah, it was decent. I had, ooh, just gotta slip on my own armchair. I had more fun with the Sonic movies than I did with the Mario movie. Not Sonic 2. I'm not a huge fan of Sonic 2. Sonic 3 though, I watched 4 times in theaters because it was my comfort movie right after my fucking house died. So don't, not house died, house caught on fire. House caught on fire and died. Yeah, so don't at me. But I really love Sonic 3. Oh crap. But yeah. Yeah. I look at the Mario movie, like honestly, Chelsea, again, Link is also your husbando. I guess. All right, I guess. But I look at the Mario movie and I get nervous for the Legend of Zelda movie. Kian, get out of my stream. Get out of here! Get out of here! No, I look at the Mario movie and I get very worried for the Zelda movie. Because if that's what they do, no. But again, I don't know. Again, not to sound rude here. This is just me trying to be like objective. Objective? Yes. Anyways, not to sound rude here, I don't think you can consider these two actors to be on like the same like well-known level kind of thing as Chris Pratt and Seth Rogen and a lot of the other people that voice acted in the Mario movie, which means that they aren't, I'm hoping, which means that maybe they are actually genuinely trying to find people that they think could work for these characters instead of, again, making the characters like make accommodations for like Hollywood icon Chris Pratt. I'm gonna keep throwing like using Chris Pratt because again, he's Mario, so it's nothing against Chris Pratt. It's just, again, that's what they did. I'm using that as the example because that's the most recent Nintendo movie kind of thing. Are we gonna chicken jockey this movie too? I still have yet to see Minecraft. I refuse to go see the Minecraft movie in theaters because I really was afraid that some shit was gonna like break out kind of thing. And like, oh my God. Yeah, that's why you're optimistic. They didn't choose them for Buzz since they're not household. Exactly. Like Scarlett Johansson for Ghost in the Shell. Yeah, exactly. You know, actually, Monchips, I think I did watch that movie. I think I did block it from my memory. That's how, yeah. Yeah. Oh my God, I did watch it. Oh my God. Stop it. I pushed those memories down for a reason. God damn it. But yeah, no. People really blew up on release. Minecraft? Yeah, no, I remember like reading this one post where this guy had finished like cleaning up a theater kind of thing, and he like poked his head in to like see if anyone had gone apeshit kind of thing over like the chicken jockey scene, like a movie theater worker, and it hadn't happened yet, but there was like they started placing security in that theater because that theater was like, you know, like really fucking crazy with the chicken jockey shit. So he turns around to leave and the security guard goes, "Can you please stay with me?" It hasn't happened yet. And the guy's like, I mean, yeah, I guess, didn't want to be there, but how do you tell the guy that literally asked you, please stay here with me? It hasn't happened yet. No, like, you know, the panic look on his face. And then the guy proceeds to tell the employee all of the horror stories that he personally witnessed kind of thing. He said that fortunately that that theater only had like, you know, a couple of people, and there was one kid that looked extremely panicked every time. Like he kept looking at the security guard kind of thing, like, oh, should I do this kind of thing? But the security guard had like a really good, like, you know, don't fucking do it face kind of thing, so nothing happens. I'm like, good for you guys. It remains in your memory like a scar. Wish your brain would push it down as well. That's the magical thing about like elf brain kind of thing, right? Is that, you know, we're like, we only want good memories of the, you know, infinite lifespan we have, right? So we can just kind of toss out some of the shit from the window until your lovely chat member is like, hey, do you remember this horror fest? And you're like, my guy, I was living a happier life without that kind of thing. Just thinking of the parody videos of store workers getting ready for Black Friday deals and what, oh yeah, exactly. Dude, it's Snay on the elf brain. Armoring up and prep for the flood of customers rushing at, yeah, dude. I do remember working some Black Fridays whenever I was in retail kind of thing. I do not miss the days of working customer service, retail, whatever the fuck, you know, kind of thing. Assisting people, I like being, you know, not in that position. Nope, like that. Again, customer service, sales rep. You know what I'm fucking talking about. You know what I mean. But yeah, I think going way back around, I think Link is they are gonna have him talk. I just don't see how they would do it without him talking. What I could see happening, there's two things, right? Someone, and I really like this idea, but I don't think that it's gonna happen. Someone said they thought it would be really awesome if they needed to give Link dialogue, was that he did sign language. And I was like, that's a really lovely idea. Like, I would actually be behind that. I really would. That would be really, really nice. I genuinely like that idea. So they could do that. I don't think that's the direction that they're going to take, but I could see it doing that. The other one, and it's the one that makes me cringe because it also involves the isekai thing, which I, again, am done with isekai. Everyone is using it. It's not original anymore. I'm sorry. Like, if you're writing an isekai fanfic, book, webcomic, script, whatever, this is just my humble wrong opinion, and a couple of my friendos, it's not really original anymore. Everyone's using, we are literally in the era of isekai, okay? Like, again, I know I'm also kind of like, well, that sounds really fucking hypocritical of you considering you've been isekai'd to the human world. I'm like, yeah, I know. It fucking sucks because I'm not original either. But yeah, the thing that they could possibly do, right, is it's two just like normies in the human world, and they get isekai'd into Hyrule, like I would like to go back kind of thing. But when they get isekai'd into Hyrule, Link loses his ability to speak. And so now we have all of these funny scenes and moments where he's trying to speak, but he can't speak. And so he's like trying to, like, you know, this people kind of thing. And so it kind of adds this comedic elements kind of thing. And they use it as a tool kind of thing. Maybe this is like, yeah, I don't know. That's just a concept kind of thing. The voice they gave him is a make or break thing. Absolutely. Make him do exaggerated motions like in Chaplin movie. That would work amazing. I mean, I don't know. That or maybe like an Echoes of Wisdom. The thing that was taken from him was his voice kind of thing. So maybe he like loses it to something. So maybe he's not used to not talking. So we have, again, the comedic element of Hero can't talk no more. So now we have to figure out how to be like, that way, go that way. Or no, don't do this, do that kind of thing. That kind of dealio. So those are the only two things that I can think of if they were going to make him mute. Which again, I would be okay with. I like the concept of a silent hero. I don't know. Did they cast the Gorons? I would absolutely be a Goron. I would rather be a Hylian because I am already the part kind of thing. And I'm married to him. But yeah, no, I will be whoever the fuck they need me to be for this. I'm not kidding. I'm like, cast me as a Goron. So far, Solaire, all we have, to my knowledge, is the actors for Link and Princess Zelda. Again, Solaire, if you see anything on open casting or just casting for like background extras, please contact me. Do not stop contacting me with that link until I respond to you. Do not stop doing it. You will get 50 shiny blue stars. I swear we will come up with something. Just let me know, all right? Like, just let me know. No, you don't understand, Rex. You don't understand. I'm like, I think they mentioned that this is the one that I'm like uncertain of kind of thing. I thought I saw somewhere on the interweb, so it's probably gone to like the black hole of the abyss kind of thing, that what if it's just a movie about a Deku, Link, Zelda, Link are in the background? I'll fucking be a Deku scrub. Absolutely. I will be whoever they need me to be for this movie, okay? Including a person that gets like yeeted on screen. Like, I will do it. I mean, I would appreciate it, Kian. Absolutely. Yes, you will get 50 shiny blue stars. Absolutely. Kian's like, give me the fucking stars right now. Yeah, no, I haven't heard anything about, what about a Redead? I will fucking be whoever they need me to be in this movie. I'm not kidding. I will be like, we will fucking watch the scene on screen. I will pause it and be like, you see right there, and like right there, you see that hand of the Redead right there and that leg? That's mine. That's all I need, dude. A Kuko? I will fucking, oh my. I will be the Kuko that chases after my husbando. They'll be like, okay, so Nayra, we need you to be like, we're gonna mocap these Kukos kind of thing. So like, just, here's a point. We need you to like run after it, right? And we're gonna have like, 10 other people with you. I'll be like, you know what? I will channel like the craziest of fangirl energy that I've ever fucking felt before and just be like, that's my husband! Let's go! And just like start fucking running, and I'll be like, that's me. You see that crazy like wing flapping movement on that Kuko? That's me, baby. That's me. Absolutely. I will get the behind the scenes footage for that shit. Side by side. You see how great that looks? You see how I'm shrieking? I'm like, ah! But they cut all of that out, right? Kind of thing. I will be a fucking Kuko. Absolutely. According to Google AI, casting is currently underway. The studio reportedly looking for actors between the ages of 16 and 20. Fuck you, dude. Where is that? Because I've been looking for that. Okay, send me the link in Mod's Discord, please. Is there like an agency? Seriously, I've been looking. Bro. Okay, here's the thing though. If they're actively looking for actors between the ages of 16 and 23, they either will need, other people kind of thing eventually, or they will like, yeah. If you want to be cast for an older role, you could try being Dompe. I would. You got attacked by plants and water. I'm sorry, Herp, for your loss. Or the witches from the Sand Temple in Ocarina of Time, the Twin Rova. Absolutely. Dude, again, I will be whoever. I will don like aging makeup kind of thing so I can be. Yeah. That was just you Googling auditions for Zelda movie, and okay, cool. Yeah, because I've been Googling it and it was just like, this is all we know kind of thing. And it's been the same fucking shit since I've been Googling it. So yeah, nothing so far. I'm like, I don't know. Okay, so what I was saying before that I got derailed with that was, which is good to be derailed. And featuring Nayra as Tingle. I would do it. I would fucking do it. Give me the fat suit. I will do it. I would. You think they'll do all the extra stuff later? Exactly, Solaire. So they're gonna have, what they're gonna have is like a listing, and you'll be able to find like who's hiring kind of thing, what agency is like doing all the casting, and so you'll be like, cool, this is the place where I need to come back to every fucking day to see like, for, was 16 to 23, 24 to 325-year-old people. And then I will go back kind of thing and be like, hi, I wasn't in that age group. I'm on the ass end because I'm 325. Yeah. But yes, no, I don't even need to see them. I will just be like, yeah, you're gonna be like superimposed, CGI it in later. That's fine, dude. I'm still in the film. No, but I thought I read somewhere that this was gonna be a trilogy. Cause Zelda and the whole Shining Golden 3 kind of thing. So I'm like, there's hope. that, you know, if I don't get into the first one, I could get into the second and or third. However, I also do not think that, or it's a 50-50 on what I'm feeling kind of thing. Like, I think this is gonna be so bad that it doesn't get the second and third, but I don't know. There's still a chance, right? So again, I don't know where I saw that. I was kind of like, ugh, when I did see it, but now that I'm trying to get into the film, I'm kind of like, all right, if I don't get in the first time. Ugh. God. I hit fangirl shriek pitch kind of thing. I was like, oh God, and this is half the reason why we're not doing 9 today. Yeah. I don't know, considering they just released the cast for, I don't know if I say that, I don't know. Sometimes they already have stuff filmed by the time they release who is playing what, right? Or who is playing who. But yeah. I will be a granny. Absolutely. I will be like a mother of 5. Whatever. I will be a Goron, right? Just give. I will be in green spandex and red underwear. Just give me the red panties. Oh my God. Give me the swirly stash, or a beard. My apologies, beard. Yeah. So mixed feelings. But yeah, so far that's how I feel like I see it going. One, I feel like we need to make a bingo card, right? Y'all want to make a fucking bingo card? Y'all want to do this shit? Let's do it. So, I love you. I'm gonna put you down real quick. Okay, cool. So, good news. Whoops. Is I still have the board. What we can do is make a bingo card on the back of it until I can get like an actual bingo board. But I feel, because I got the sticky notes and shit right here. The almighty, yeah, exactly, the almighty board. Excuse my jammy pants. Again, I rolled out of bed, put on a blue t-shirt, and put on a face. I'm like, I feel like we need a bingo board, bingo card. That way we can all take it into the theater and be like, yep, we got it. So, here we go. My quick maths on it. So I feel, chat, how do we want to do this? You don't know why they're making a video game movie like Zelda? Nothing can top the Mortal Kombat is only the best movie ever. Yeah. You still cast your idea that Ganon won't be the main villain and it will be left for the after credits to promote a second movie? I could see that. Kind of like how they do it every time. Not every time, that's not true. But we have like, you know, I'm gonna use Twilight Princess because Twilight Princess is my favorite ever. Where it's like, Xanth, the evil bad guy. And they're like, but wait, it was actually Ganon. And Mids is like, well, no fucking shit, you dickheads kind of thing. Yeah, that kind of thing. Yeah. So we're dealing, this is like the mini boss. We're getting the mini boss movie. Or be some sort of spectral being that is manipulating the big bad we don't see till the end. Kind of like Null, yeah. So, do we want to make a bingo card? A bingo board? I kind of want to do it. What do we think is going to happen? Okay, so I'm going to lead in, I'm going to start with Isekai, right? Because I feel like that's going to happen here. I guess I should flip the board over. Hey, Crispy, we need another board. Probably be like Skyward Sword, where it's yeah, Skyward Sword 2, where it's like Girahim, only you kind of know in the back of your head that Girahim isn't like the big bad because we're already seeing him at like the very big. Well, that's not true because you see like, you know. Anyways, you know in the back of your head that like Girahim isn't the big bad, but it's that like actually Demise kind of thing. Yeah, we're gonna get a Groose-like character. I wouldn't be surprised. Okay, so I'm just gonna slap him on the table real quick because I can. So we're thinking. I feel uninspired after being like, we should make a bingo card. So I don't know. I'm looking at them on. They're on my phone. I'm just kind of like, fuck. I would be so excited if Groose came in. There's a cat. How many do you think we're gonna see the Gorons and the Zoras and all of these? The Rito? I don't know. Maybe we're gonna see like a couple. I feel like we'll definitely get the Gorons and the Zora. Maybe not the Rito kind of thing. Maybe the Rito would be like, because we've had like the Zora and the Gorons for like what seems like forever kind of thing, and the Rito are still kind of quote unquote new kind of thing. I say new, they haven't, okay, new is the wrong word. They haven't been in as many games. They're not new. Sorry, they're not new. I don't know. We'll wait on our bingo card. I lied. I don't know. Are there any characters that you guys would like to see outside of Epona? Because if they don't have Epona, then she's kind of been like a staple at this point. For me, I'm just kind of like, are we gonna get her? Please? 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 And if we don't have Epona, then it's definitely her song is in there somewhere. I don't know. Going back to the storyline, I feel like, again, it's gonna be its own thing, but if it's gonna have like very extremely like heavy, it's either gonna be Breath of the Kingdom kind of thing, kind of plot, if they're gonna pick a game to go with, or it's gonna be Ocarina of Time, because Ocarina of Time was like, wait, what? Give me the salesman that cast him as Mike. Oh god, stop. Have Navi in the bottom corner of the screen the entire movie with a soundbite every 30 seconds. That's like me in my shorts, dude. She's just like, I am doing God's work for you, Nayra. You gotta stop cussing as much. I'm like, I know, Navi, I love you very, very much. Yeah, I think we're definitely, some things that I think we're definitely gonna see, like, are fairies. I think if we're gonna see, they have to have other Hyrulean races, right? They can't just be Hylians, because that's just kind of part of Zelda. Like we gotta have some other creatures, some other fantastical races kind of thing. Like I feel like, yeah, the Zora, the Gorons kind of thing. If they don't, maybe Link to the Past, but it's got to be shortened, right? Yeah, it's possible. Yeah. I'm like, I don't know. I still don't think so. Yeah, the Master Sword, yeah, 'cause the Master Sword has been like a staple for a long time kind of thing. It's not in like everyone, right? But yeah, I feel like since we're trying to bring in like a very wide audience kind of thing, or as widest an audience as possible, they're gonna try and bring like the new popular stuff in. So like, you know, we ain't gonna bring in the Four Swords kind of thing. Where it's gonna be the Master Sword. If nothing else, like, yeah, if this is set up for a second movie, then no, I don't think we're gonna see Ganon. Because Ganon's kind of, again, we're thinking the widest one as possible, so later iterations kind of thing, a lots kind of thing, versus newer. Ganon's kind of been in there for the longest time. Again, not in every game, but still, I don't think we're gonna have like Viati show up kind of thing. But yeah, I feel like if we're setting up for like a second film or like a trilogy, I don't think we're gonna see Ganon until maybe like a post-credit scene, till the ending scene or whatnot. I think that we're gonna have to get the Master Sword in the first film because it's the Master Sword, and again, everyone kind of like, even if you haven't played Zelda, there's a good chance, like, and you're a gamer, there's a good chance that you've played Smash Brothers, so it's like, this is Link with the Master Sword, and this is Princess Zelda, and that's what Ganondorf looks like. No one gives a shit about Ganon. We want the dwarf, but yeah. So maybe that. I hope they kind of do a thing where, like, in a lot of games, at the beginning is like him waking up kind of thing. We want him waking up to it, to the new adventure. I would like to see that motif brought back kind of thing, just because even if it is as broad and general as possible for like a whole bunch of new fans kind of thing, I really hope that they do treat the you know, the veteran fans right kind of thing. we will get something fan servicey like Dark Link. Do you think Dark Link's gonna be in there? Actually, everyone loves Dark Link. So maybe. Or it's just a fishing movie for 2 hours. Okay, I would actually be okay if there if it was just a 2-hour movie of my husbando fishing. Let's go to Lake Hylia. It's time to go. Oh my god. Yeah. I don't know. I'm like trying to think of shit that would come from like each of the movies kind of thing. Like, I don't think we'll see a fucking a Loftwing in there. Like, absolutely not. But, you know. How do you think they're gonna go with classic designs? Or do you think they're gonna update designs? I believe wholeheartedly that it's gonna be green tunic, right? Because yeah, I believe that it's gonna be green tunic. Maybe we'll get like the blue scarf or something from like Hyrule Warriors, or you know, get like red and blue tunic. But I don't think that we're going to get, even though Breath of the Kingdom has like blown up so much, those games, I don't think we're gonna get the blue garb, the blue tunic. I feel like it's gonna be classic. Classic designs. Or maybe I'm completely and totally wrong, at which point, I'm not gonna lie, if I see him in a blue tunic, I think that's gonna tell me everything I need to know about the movie. Honestly. Which sucks to say, but it's kind of like, yep, we're in the new era of Zelda kind of thing. Because at least in my humble wrong opinion, I believe that Breath of the Kingdom has ushered in the new era for Zelda, where I don't think we're going back. Yeah, they absolutely confirmed that a little bit more with Echoes of Wisdom for me. Let's think bad guys, spiders, Deku's, Octoroks, Hope, Redead. Yeah, like moblins, bokoblins kind of stuff. I feel like we're gonna, I don't know. I feel like they're either gonna do this right and we're gonna have like, you know, Octoroks. Okay, I say Octoroks is one of those. I feel like we're gonna get like really uninspired picks kind of thing. It's gonna be like, you hate this new Zelda format? I have stuff on that. Yeah, I feel like they're just gonna stick with like 1 or 2 or 3 enemies kind of thing and not have a very diverse cast kind of thing. Not cast, but like listing of baddies, of enemies kind of thing. Same thing for like, you know, people we're gonna see. I.e. like Gorons, Zoras, Rito, all of that good stuff. I don't think we're gonna see a lot of those, or we're gonna see all of the above and more kind of thing. I feel like the easiest to go with would be like Keese, Octoroks, because again, it's just bats and then like little blorbs with feet kind of thing. You know, that just, those aren't really hard to animate kind of thing. Yeah. Makes him more money, so can't blame him. Yep. But yeah, I would like to see everything. I want to see bring it all in. I want it to be as fleshed out as like one of the games, honestly. And I know that's hard and like or maybe like unrealistic, but like I also don't think so. I think it's just cool to like, I don't know, you don't have to over explain like what these things are. Like we don't need the tutorials kind of stuff, like, you know, lock on with ZR kind of thing, and then like knock down the keys, the flyers, the, you know, like don't let them bite, you know, just that kind of shit. It's like, you know what that is. You don't even need to address what it is. It's just like, oh my god, that thing's coming at me. Shoot it down with a slingshot kind of thing. I would like to see a more diverse arsenal kind of thing. For Link kind of thing, not just the Master Sword and shit. Bring in like the magic pouch, the magic pockets of holding kind of thing. I love that kind of thing. I miss those. They don't have those here in the human world, but like, you know, I want the ball and chain. I want the hook shot. I want everything. I want it all. I just, but I don't think they're gonna do it. I don't know. I'm kind of also curious to see if we're gonna have temples in it as well. You know what I'm saying? Because at least until Breath of the Kingdom, temples were a huge thing. in the Zelda line kind of thing. Like Zelda was kind of known for its, or not temples, dungeons, excuse me, sorry. Oh, he has to break some pots. I will rage and flip the entire, not just the table, I will flip the entire fucking theater if he doesn't break some pots. He has to. But yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I'm like, I'm gonna stay positive. I'm like, I can't. It's so hard. It's so hard for me to stay positive. You doubt that he's gonna break some pots? Hey, welcome in, welcome in. What are your thoughts on the Zelda movie? The Zelda casting, since we just got Link and Princess Zelda's actors today. I'm not putting the entire spotlight on you. I'm just, I gotta drink, I gotta hydrate. So I'm kind of like, just this, right now seems seems like a good time to do it. But yeah, I want them to hit at least one dungeon. One dungeon in the film. Just one. Just one. Oh, you doubt that they're gonna include dungeons? They have to, though. Hey, welcome back. How you be? It's a just chatting today. I still can't put earbuds in my ears. I'm still uber sick. But again, we saw the news, so we streamed today. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe do like, we've talked about Indiana Jones a lot on stream recently, but like you know how it's like we infiltrate a dungeon kind of thing in Indiana Jones, and it's just kind of like natural progression. Like we go into like the cavern kind of thing. We go to get the Holy Grail. We go to get the idol. You know, we start out in a dungeon. Just make a reference to the idol, not the idol, the dungeon kind of thing. Yeah. A dungeon. I don't know. Is there anything that you guys are looking forward to, or just like it being over and done with? That way we can stop obsessing about it. I don't know. There's supposed to be a tropical storm where you're at? Oh my god. Be safe. Will probably be Hyrule Castle only. Okay, well, yeah. Yeah, but that one doesn't check off my dungeon box because that's kind of a given. You know? It's The Legend of Zelda. Princess Zelda. Of course you're going to storm the castle at the end. That one's kind of a given. You know what I'm saying? I want... Because, yes, it is a dungeon. But, like... You know? I don't know. Am I being too greedy with that, chat? Asking for another dungeon outside of Hyrule Castle? Even then, I don't think they're gonna, like, because we're gonna end up in Hyrule Castle, because we are. I don't think it's gonna... We're gonna... You know, it's not going to be... breaking in, like storming the castle. It's just kind of gonna be like, we're gonna run through the front doors and then we're gonna have our showdown kind of thing. There will be no questing to get in there. No further questing, you know, as the music rises kind of thing, as you're getting further and further up the levels kind of thing, right? There will be no struggle. It will just be like, we've made it to the castle. All right, time to fight the big bad. Oh, I love the Sonic movies. Yeah, I mentioned that earlier. I'm not a fan of Sonic 2, but it's 3, 1, and then 2 for me in that order. Make it a horror, do the... Ooh, yeah. We, again, also mentioned that earlier, Solaire, how we were like... I'm not too sure if we're going to be able to have such a creepy, like... Yeah, more solemn tone, I guess, in some parts. I'm still... It's the age that these actors are at. And then it's also, what was his name again? I'm sorry, Wes Ball. Yes, Wes Ball. Wes Ball directed Maze Runner. He also did Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. I've seen Maze Runner. That makes me nervous because I turned off Maze Runner. I also stopped reading the book because, again, y'all know my thoughts on YA movies and novels. I'm like, eh. You were born the year Sonic 1. Oh, that's cool. That's super cool. Do you like the Sonic movies? Because for the most part, I've heard like good stuff about it, but then you have, yeah, those that are like, I fucking hate it. I fucking hate it. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm enjoying it. Shadow the Hedgehog, he's so cool. All three of them. Which one's your fave? Now I'm putting you on the spot. 3 is my fave. 2, okay, all right. Sorry for bad mouthing 2. Sorry. 3 is my fave. Yeah. All right, cool, cool. Yeah, I just, I don't know. I'm hoping, I'm hoping. I need the Legend of Zelda movie to be Sonic movie level, not Mario movie level. I know, I'm excited. I'm very excited. I'm super stoked. Again, from Hyrule, I'm a little bit extremely like, ah! Again, rolled out of bed with Sicky to make this, to do this stream kind of thing. Sorry, guys. I'm hoping, I don't know, I need to see how I'm feeling tomorrow, but I still can't put earbuds in my ears and I can't do character voices. I'm really sorry. The minimal character voice work that I'm doing for it. I'm like, ugh. Last thing I need is to just be like spewing blood on stream. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Good times, good times. But yeah, I don't know. I'm still, yeah, I don't know. If nothing else, I'm hoping that this helps for, you know, the faster creation of a Hyrule at Universal. You know how there's like Mario World? I need Hyrule. I need to go visit Castletown. Absolutely. As soon as it opens, like, I'm gonna be there day 1. I'm going to be there. Maybe not day 1 if it's sold out and my slow ass doesn't get the tickets on time, but we've got to go, chat. We've got to go. Like, oh my God. You're the same age Sonic June was. Oh my gosh. That's so cool, dude. I didn't realize that June was its 34th anniversary. That's so cool, though. That's wild. That's wild. I don't know. Am I the same age as any of my games? I've got to go look up what released in the year I transmigrated to the human world. Yeah. Good times, good times. No, yeah. I don't know. But again, if y'all see anything about casting for extras, let me know. I need to know. I gotta try and get in it. And I'm not supposed to sing right now, even though that's not singing. Yeah. Stupid stoked. Stupid stoked. What I'm not stoked about, Final Fantasy IV came out the same year for you. That's cool. That's super fucking cool. Movie that I'm not super stoked about, that Herb, I'm not sure if we talked about it. Again, we've been talking about Indiana Jones a lot in these streams recently, but yeah, Disney has already been like reporting like revamping the Indiana Jones series, and I'm like, just let it lie for a little bit. Yeah. Not too happy about that, because again, I can't see anyone playing Indy except for Harrison Ford, which again, that time has come and gone for Harrison Ford. But yeah, you're just pissed Link isn't played by Jack Black. Okay. I feel like Jack Black, if he was gonna be cast in the Legend of Zelda movie, Rudanya. You know, with his vibin', with his dance, his little dancey dance. Absolutely. I could see him doing an excellent job as Rudanya. Absolutely. Hey, give me just a second, guys. Sorry. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. Oh my god, I had a phone call from my doctor. Oh no! Oh no! As you can see, we're not streaming today. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Or we're not playing games. We're not playing games. I had to take a phone call from my doctor. They're like, "You coming tomorrow?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's kind of the plan. Thanks." Yeah, but Darunia. I realized as I came back that I said Rudania. Well, Darunia, just flip a few letters around. Not the Divine Beast, but yeah, Darunia. And he should stick to animated form for a bit. I would be okay with that, absolutely. Like, we get video games of him, absolutely. Oh, no. I just spoke to you on the phone, don't text me! Sorry, excuse me. What? I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving the screen. Thanks. Zzz. Anyways, hi, Tarunia. 2 movies you want to see is Jurassic Park and Superman. I've heard, I haven't seen that Jurassic Park. Don't worry about it. It wasn't very good. Superman, I've heard that they actually did a good job, like giving off the vibe of hope. Like Superman kind of gives off in the comics kind of thing. And more so in the animated shows than like his recent films kind of thing. So I'm curious I want to go see them. Okay, so because again, I got extra sick over the weekend. Wait, what? You sent what? Sent like what an hour ago? What did you send? Wait, what? What did you send me, Crispy? Did I gloss over something you said? I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I was on a Zelda tirade. I can't be held accountable. No, sorry. Yeah. No, I'm like going through everything. I'm like, cool. No, Discord, cool. Yeah. I have a family member who I either their movie stuff. It on the off chance that they see a film before me, kind of thing. If they like it, then I'm like, okay, it's got to be pretty good. If they hate it, it's got to be fantastic. That's what I've learned. I'm like, I love you, but yeah. So they were like, yeah, it really, really sucked. Now they're gonna, I have 2 family members that are gonna be questioning which one is it? Is it you or me? Yeah, so they were like, just skip it. So I'm kind of like, will I like it? I don't know. I heard it was pretty like skippable kind of thing. Superman, I do want to go see Superman. I was supposed to go watch, this is where I start having people unfollow me right here. Not the first part, the second part. I was supposed to go watch How to Train Your Dragon, the live action, this last weekend with Crispy, and watch K-pop Demon Hunters finally. I only did one of those things. Not the one in the movie theater, because again, I'm so sick right now that my eardrums are like fully retracted, to kind of help with the pain level, which is why I can't wear earbuds, which is why I'm not streaming right now, because I like to listen to my games while I play them. Because music is like half of the game for, not really. Music is an important part of the game for me. But, so I did not get to go watch, How to Train Your Dragon. The part that's gonna get me tons of unfollows and hate in the comments is I watched K-pop Demon Hunters and was not impressed at all. Has anyone else in chat seen K-pop Demon Hunters? Show of hands. F in the chat before you unfollow, unlike, unsubscribe, all of that good stuff. I'm just kind of seeing how many people I'm gonna piss off before I start going. Yeah, so I turned on K-pop Demon Hunters and Crispy was like, cool, we're watching this. I'm like, yeah, we're watching this. Let's do it. Because I have seen, you can't wait for the Pokemon Legends game. Yeah, we're gonna be playing that this year. We're gonna be playing Pokemon Pizza Pokemon ZA. We're absolutely going to be streaming that this year. So like K-pop Demon Hunters has blown up on the internet, and plan to watch Stranger Things season 4 first. Yeah. So again, I'm curious to hear y'all's like your fucking wrong opinions, which again, this is just my humble wrong opinion of a random person on the interwebs, right? Turned it on, and like I was kind of waiting for it to pick up, and then after 10 minutes it was like, so this is gonna be what this film is. Awesome. The songs are pretty good. The songs are pretty heckin' phenomenal. I've been listening to Golden and Soda Pop on repeat basically. And Free, you know, that's another pretty good one too. There's a couple of lines in there where it's like, outside of the movie they're great, but there are a couple of lines where it's kind of like Golden, whenever they're like, you know, we're hunters kind of thing. It's like, what the fuck does being a hunter have to do with anything? But whatever. Again, you need it for like you need the context of the movie for that. Otherwise it's like phenomenal by itself kind of thing. It did make me pause because I heard Golden before I watched the film. I was like, fuck yeah, dude. And I'm like, okay, why do we need that? Okay, whatever. Oh, Your Idol's great. It is. I'm like, ooh. But yeah, so there's a couple of songs where it's like, you know, you talk about like we're hunters, they're demons kind of thing. So it's kind of like, whoa, what kind of thing? It's like, you need to watch the movie for that. But the songs are pretty damn good. I thought the style of the film was heckin' great kind of thing. The animation was great. It was also like, it's done by the Spider-Verse team. So it's that cool nifty thing where like the frame rate kind of starts at like, you know, lower and then just escalates as it's a little bit choppier, if you will, and then it just gets smoother as the film goes on. The character designs are fucking spot on. I like absolutely agree with that. I've seen so many, like every time I open up Instagram, Facebook, it does not matter. It's like cosplayers, again, cosplayer. There's been 8 billion cosplays of these characters kind of thing. There's been like 8 billion different pieces of art of these characters. Of these characters. They're great. The character designs are fucking phenomenal. That's it. I don't know what I was expecting. I really don't. I was expecting this to kind of be a smarter, kind of wittier film kind of thing, because I remembered I remember reading this post where it was like each of the Saja boys names meant something like different in like the idol community. How like Baby was supposed to be like to bring attention to like the infantilization kind of thing of like obsession with youth kind of thing in the K-pop community, and like each of them kind of brought attention to different things and like, you know, the not community, K-pop industry kind of thing that were like, maybe we shouldn't do that, maybe that's unhealthy, maybe that is, you know, because there are some things, and like we've all heard of like the bad part or the bad side of like the K-pop industry kind of thing. And yeah, so I was like, cool. So they're kind of like touching on that a little bit. Like I thought it was gonna be more, and literally once you get past the character designs, the music, and the memes, that's it. Like there's no story. I mean, there is a story, but they don't focus on the story. What they focus on are the memes. Like literally just go watch a scene, count how many memes that you can fit into that scene. What they've done is create a movie of memes. And of course, everyone is loving it because of like the meme faces. Like literally, if you just go in and look for memes, you will realize that's literally all it is. It's insane. It's like, it's one of those movies where you can turn on in the background and then you can like just work or whatever, like not pay attention to it, look up and see like, oh, that's a funny meme face, I'll use it later, and then go back to work. And you're like, yeah, I don't care. It's just that, you know, funny hot chick or funny hot demon boy made, you know, a meme face kind of thing. No, I said there is a story, but they didn't focus on it. What they did was they focused on the memes. The narrative does suck. It does. Like literally, I felt that more story was being told in the songs sometimes than the actual narrative itself. Like, because there are some scenes where like you know, they're looking sad and like, oh my gosh, no, I'm turning into a demon kind of thing. And like, yeah, I left them behind. But literally like when that's it. Like what was the name of the, so like Rumi, if Rumi isn't like crying about turning into a demon or like being sad about turning into a demon, which shit, that sucks, fam. Like that really does suck. Like that's a reason to be like upset and like doing what you're doing kind of thing. And then, God, what's his name? I can't even fucking remember his name right now. Great. What is his name? Help. Genu? Is that it? Am I sucking? If they're not on screen, there's like, or like the two of them kind of thing, or one of them solo. Like if anyone else is in the scene, there's no story kind of thing. Or there's also Celine, which I was very confused why we needed to have Celine in there. Like she showed up for 2 scenes. One to introduce like, you know, this is Huntrix. You guys are like the demon hunter. I'm sorry if y'all haven't watched this yet, kind of thing, spoilers. But y'all are like, you know, the hunters kind of thing. This is your duty. If they had left it at that with her, I would have been fine. But then she comes back for like a scene at the end where I didn't understand why she needed to be in that scene kind of thing. I don't know. It wasn't told well. And I'm kind of like a snob as far as story goes. Like, I prefer games that have a little bit of a story in it compared to just like gameplay kind of thing. I originally thought I was going to be bored with Hollow Knight because you have to go and look for the story a little bit. But once you like, I did enjoy in the end looking for the story and like learning the pieces as we went. This one's just kind of like, I don't know. It's very surface level storytelling. It's extremely surface level storytelling. Yeah, it's just one of those where it's like some shit could change if we had a conversation about it. I don't know. Like whenever they're talking about their like I think it's Genu, and I'm really sorry. Love Interest Kun. When Love Interest Kun and Rumi are like bitching about their, you know, what's going on in their lives kind of thing, it's like the same thing every time. You know, it's just kind of like rehashing the same thought 3, 4, 5 times, and it's like, okay, that's cool. Okay, can we focus on this a little bit more, kind of expand a little bit on this kind of thing? But really it is 85% of it is memes. A man, excuse me, this is my husband that you're referring to. Also, hello, welcome in. Have you seen K-pop Demon Hunters? I'm presently shitting on it right now. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. The songs are great. The character designs are great. Animation was great. The storytelling pretty sucked. Pretty much sucked. And I'm so disappointed in it too, because it was like, there was one part where at one point where I looked at Crispy and I was like, if you want to turn this off, we can. I'm really sorry, because I was so excited about it, with as much as it's like blown up on the interwebs kind of thing. I was like, again, I just kind of had this, I don't know, everyone was talking about it, and it hadn't turned into like a toxic community yet kind of thing. You know, I mentioned before, like I'll stay away if it's like, you know, if the fandom's pretty toxic. Well, I haven't seen any toxic shit about this yet. Like, toxic shit about this. Just how amazing it's gonna be. I listen to K-pop. I'm like, I like cool character designs that I can fucking cosplay. Wait, what? New movie is coming out in 3 years? They cut 3 hours out of the first movie? Is that where all the story went? It's just memes. I also heard, and this is, I'm not sure if this is true. I haven't fact checked this, but I heard, which is kind of offensive after like everything I've been saying. I heard that this was made like specifically for Americans, which I'm like, ow, they were forced to shorten it? Jesus Christ. It's all memes. Like literally, like Crispy and I were both on the fucking same page that we're like, this is a meme movie. And sure enough, it's doing exactly what they wanted it to do. Like, there's literally a fucking scene after Soda Pop where they're like doing the little dance and like a whole fucking like, they're like, it's blowing up on the internet, and it's literally like, you know, a TikTok like kind of thing. And it's like, here guys, in case you don't know what to make your next viral TikTok thing, we're doing it for you. So just copy this. I'm like, are you kidding me? It's literally like, I don't know why they were forced to shorten it, unless it was literally more memes. I called it though about like how they were already in production about with this second one. I don't know, I'm so disappointed. I was very excited. I was like, this seems to be something like the internet as a whole is like, hell yeah, like I haven't seen anything negative about it until Crispy and I showed up and we were like, this is literally one of the most, you don't have to, like, there were a couple of times where I just checked out. I was like, okay, cool. Cut out the kiss, a lot of backstory with her demon dead. Why didn't we have that? Wait a second. Fuck the kiss for a second, okay? Whatever. This is kind of the whole thing with like, you know, cute guys, cute chicks, whatever. Why didn't the second movie? I don't want to watch the second movie. Are you for real? No, we were actually like, can we hear more about the story, please? But literally it's like, okay, it was literally the like movie equivalent of like jangling keys. It's like, oh, we're losing their attention. Put it in another silly face. Oh, too many silly faces. Quickly, cut to like the cool music. Cool, awesome. Now we gotta go back to that. I'm like, oh my God. You'll send me the interview that? Oh God, thanks. Thanks. I don't know. I was just very disappointed. I was extremely disappointed. I wanted to like it. I really, really did. That again, like I said earlier, when I'm like, I kind of like to go in with neutral expectations. Well, the interwebs had kind of boosted it and all of the art and all of the magnificent cosplays and cosplayers. Yeah. Jason said it right. Americans had short attention spans and they hit that on the nose. Exactly. That's exactly what I'm talking about though. The fact that they made it specifically for Americans, again, that's kind of fucking insulting. Like after watching that and we're literally like, are you serious? It's just memes and like glittery music videos. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, are you for real? That's exactly what we were saying. That is exactly what we were talking about. Oh my God. Yes. Tabby, if Jason's not listening to this right now, tell him that he's fucking right. And Crispy and I were saying the same fucking thing. We were so disappointed. Like, I'm like, he is Jason. Same, buddy. Like, oh my God. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be like upset about it, but literally it's like, again, it's like made for Americans. It's like, I'm sorry, that's insulting our IQ, which again, it's blowing up in America right now, which is like, stop proving their point. Please. Not all of us are like jingly keys. Like, ooh, I'm like, oh my God. I don't know. I got so upset after watching it. I felt insulted. I was, especially the whole, you know, they made it for Americans. I'm like, this sucks. This sucks. I was just like, wow. I don't know, man. I will agree though that the character designs are fucking phenomenal. I was like, I wonder which one of the Huntrix that I want to design or I want to cosplay after this. Jason says new Zelda jingle jingle. I've already talked myself out for an hour and a half about it. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to cut stream here in the next 30 just because I'm still not 100%. Yeah. What are y'all's thoughts on the new? I'm gonna take the bait. All right. What are y'all's thoughts on the actor and actress that they cast for Link and Princess Zelda respectively? I'm gonna get off of my my K-pop Demon Hunters tirade. Because I have so much I wish to say. I have so much I wish to shit on, but I'm not going to because, yep. Great music though. I'll still listen to Golden, absolutely. I'm not happy about it. I'm not happy with the movie, but I will acknowledge that again, like they did what they needed to do to make it work. They did, because a lot of people are fucking falling for it. I'm just like, oh man, thank God I'm not going to be cosplaying one. We aren't familiar with them. Yeah, I have not seen any of their work so far. Again, as me and another lovely chatter have stated, we're a little bit upset because we can't thirst over husbando because they're like, you know, not thirst age. But Hunter Schafer would be, yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I can't see it yet. Again, I would have said the same thing for Hunter Schafer. Like am not sure, and I will not be sure until I see whoever cast, or like in the movie, in the film as them. Because in all fairness, I haven't seen any of Hunter Schafer's stuff either. I was actually very surprised when I did not see them cast as Zelda, as Princess Zelda. Yeah, but I don't know. I'm about to go start binging their work kind of thing. That way I can see what I'm getting into. Still gonna try getting into the movie. So yeah. Tom Holland would have made a good, everyone was saying Tom Holland. Okay, but Hunter Schafer has the look for me. Like, I agree. Hunter Schafer definitely does have the look, but just because you have the look down doesn't mean that you're necessarily going to be able to perform the character as well, kind of thing. Like, yeah. I don't know. I'm curious. I can't say that I agree. I can't say that I disagree. Hunter Schafer? You think they can act, they can act from what you said? Yeah, exactly. We were, again, mentioned that earlier on stream about like how, yeah. 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 I think, how old are they? How old is Hunter Schafer? Of course it would be an ad break, naturally. Because if they, earlier it was 16 to 23, so kind of a tight age range kind of thing. If they are not within the following ages kind of thing, then it makes sense why they didn't cast, why they didn't get cast. Yeah. Which, okay. I don't know. I'm hoping, I haven't checked the mods Discord yet. I'm hoping that Rex has posted it in there. That way I kind of know where I need to go look. Cause I want to get cast. I will be whoever. I will be a mocap Kuko. I can run, I can flail. So Nayra, what was your first experience in the acting community? Well, they put me in a bodysuit, put blue dots all over my face with the camera about yay far away from my face, and told me to start shrinking and run towards that shiny object. I was a chicken. Oh, like hey from Moana? Yes, but no. A lot, yeah. Oh no, I was like, I hope you posted that link in mods Discord, that way I can go check it out and see like about the casting. Or you said that was AI, right? That was the AI overview. Fuck, I hate that they're doing that. Ad break is over. That's fine. Just more rambling. Yeah, fuck. I don't know. I Google every day. The results in the search engine are not, they haven't changed. So I don't know. I got my headshots. I just gotta send them in. Those, I felt so uncomfy because I did like minimal makeup kind of thing, because that's apparently what you're supposed to do for like, you know, acting. Not voice acting, but for like acting. All of you, not just your voice kind of thing. Yeah. Hey, congrats. Yeah, those are fun. I was supposed to go to one yesterday, but again, I'm uber sick, so I'm hoping I can catch it tomorrow morning. I'm just pouring more water into my mug. Don't pay too much attention to it. Got it. Did that hit my... Oh no, okay. It hit something soft and I was like, did that just hit my cat? No, it didn't. It hit his blankie covered in his chair with no cat in there. Yeah, I don't do those. I'm like, they have, if I'm not interested or I've never heard of it, I'm just going like, I don't know. You'll have to let me know if it's good though. I saw it and was like, maybe next time. They did another movie one too. I was like, maybe, nah. I think it was like a documentary or some stuff, but yeah. Like I'm also ill, so I'll go drink a cup of matcha. I'll do that. It's matcha. Again, we're a little bit obsessed with matcha here, so it kind of makes sense. When I was like, Crispy, they have the month of matcha. He's like, sign up for everything. I'm like, I'm way ahead of you, dude. I'm already signed up for everything. Oh, hey, cool. For fries? Wait, do they do fries at the movie theater? If I'm gonna get something at the movie theater, it's like literally a small popcorn. That's if I'm feeling extravagant. I used to work at a popcorn shop, so whenever I did, we were allowed to take small bags with us sometimes. And woo, hang on. Whoa. I'm so lightheaded right now, man. Hold on. There's like 2 screens right now. Holy shit. I do not need to be streaming right now. I'm good. I'm good. I'm like really sick. No. Jesus, why does everyone keep screaming that at me? I don't want to go to bed. I've been in bed for 48 hours straight, dude. I don't want to. Not straight. I've gotten up to shower because I feel like gross. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't know. I used to work at a popcorn shop, so they would let us take free, like free small bags kind of thing. And I used to like stuff them. I would just like wear a giant hoodie kind of thing and like stuff them. So I looked like I had a middle kind of thing. It was during university, so it checks out, right? All the, what is it, freshman 25 or freshman, it was freshman 15 and then it like went up to freshman 25. I don't know. I made sure that didn't happen to me. But yeah, so I would stuff it in my jacket and I would go and be like, I'm gonna eat my raspberry cheesecake popcorn right now while I'm watching Pick a Film. Yeah. Yeah, this is week 3 of sickness and it's just progressively gotten worse, but it's okay. I am not like actively sneezing up blood anymore, so that's good. Yeah, it was freshman 15, but it went up. I was like, oh my God, are you for real? Oh, are you serious? Ew. That sucks. Conventions, man. I'm glad he's getting better though. Yeah, no, I'm happy because I'm not actively sneezing up blood, so that's good. Literally, oh, are you for, oh, that sucks, dude. Yeah, see, and this is why I'm a germaphobe right here. I'm like, I touch anything, I'm like, let me go watch. I do, they say it's after 3 uses of hand sanitizer, like the 4th time you really need, I'm not gonna look it up. I know exactly what that is. Again, I thought I was gonna do medical field for a while, all right? Like, I'm fine. I've seen it. You're supposed to go wash your hands on like the 4th because that's when it really stops working because you've got like a layer of hand sanitizer, or like a layer built up. Yeah, that's me. I'm like, all right, 3, let me go wash my hands real quick. I don't touch jack shit. Especially when I'm like at hospitals and stuff or doctor's offices. I'm like, give me a tissue. I will open up the door with that. And if there's not, I'm sorry, I will be that person where if there's not a trash can by the door, it's getting like tossed into the corner. Nope. People are gross. People don't wash their hands. People spread that. And I'm okay. I'm good. Nope. I'm good. But yeah, week 3. I'm hoping that, I'm hoping tomorrow I'll be able to wear my earbud. I tested it out yesterday. I can only wear them for 15 minutes. I'm hoping that like tomorrow I can wear them a little bit. So you're a huge germphobe too. Yeah. I'm like, we don't have this issue in Syndria, the whole cleanliness thing. I'm like, wash your goddamn hands. Just do that. Just do that. I don't know. Oh no. Who did what? How dare. Yeah, that was just such like a mom message and it just oh my God. Oh my God. I'm gonna allow it. I'm gonna let it go through. Holy shit. Oh my God. Oh my God. That's amazing. Oh my God. All the parents out there are like, yeah, no, that's kids. All the, but also, yeah. That is amazing. Her son, her very young son, kept sticking fingers in your mouth, but you're good, not sick, and we kick Jason into the kids' room since he works. Oh my god, that is amazing. Oh, that's fucking amazing. I know. Holy god. Oh my god, that's amazing. That just made my day. I'm sorry. I'm so tired, guys. I'm sorry. Ew. Yeah, boys are gross. Sometimes. My orange furry son. My cat, he's pretty sweet. Except whenever he yawns like right in my face and it's like, thank you for your stinky cat breath, sir. I appreciate that. He's doing big sleepies right now. Yeah, Twitch. Yeah, Twitch has caught some that I'm actually happy that it did catch kind of thing, because that means that like it's you know, they're trying, right? This one was just too silly. The highlighted words, right, were just fingers in. That's it. I'm like, maybe highlight the entire sentence, because that could be weird, but fingers in, just those two. Yeah, I don't know. That's fucking hysterical. It was thinking 18 and up. Yeah, no, Yuki, Yuki, one of our chatters will get like very passionate sometimes and start throwing out colorful words, and some of them get thrown together, which Twitch Automod has been like, excuse you, and I'm like, all right. I'm gonna let that one stay because yeah. Yeah, because that means that it's working, and I don't want to. It's like I gotta pick and choose what I feed like the AI, right? You know, so if it's like that one fingers in, like really you're not gonna highlight the entire sentence, I'm gonna let that one go. You know, like I'm gonna like say yes, that one's fine. But some of the ones that, you know, chat has posted, I'm like, maybe we'll let that one feed the AI like, yes, this phrase isn't okay because I don't feel like it's okay or whatnot. Yeah. Good times, good times. Don't you just love AI doing our art for us? Yeah. I'm doing your art for you. That way you can do more things like, you know, work around the house. No, I do my art so I can like not do work around the house. Okay. All right. Cool. Sorry. I'm getting like multiple head rushes back to back, which means that it's time for me to go lie back in bed. So, I appreciate you guys being here for my tirade plus some. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna go try and find something to eat. I haven't been hungry. I've been so sick that I just haven't been hungry, and everything like just sounds so disgusting. But like right now I'm hungry, so I'm like, oh, that's also, I'm hungry and I'm also head rushy, so I've got to make it down the stairs and not die going down the stairs to go get something to eat. But yeah, rice and potatoes. Ugh, case in point, it just sounds gross. I'm like, no, I want some soup, but we have no soup. Which, yeah, good times. But scoot down the stairs, I will still find a way to like roll down the stairs and die. Anyways, yeah. So with me being in the state that I am, I don't know if we're gonna be able to stream tomorrow. Again, I tried wearing earbuds yesterday and I capped out at 15 minutes before I was like, But yeah, I'll try being back here tomorrow. I'll let y'all know. I'm gonna be able to tell pretty damn quickly. Again, I knew I shouldn't have streamed today at all. I'm actually surprised that we got 2 hours in. Because I was just like, okay, cool. I'm gonna look at my 15 screens and hope that they stop blurring over one or the other. But yeah, maybe we'll play more 9 tomorrow. Maybe you have leftover. Nothing sounds good. Nothing. Yeah. I'll post tomorrow. I've got to go to the doctor tomorrow. They'll either bitch slap me and tell me to get the fuck back in bed, or tell me, yeah, you can try working, but I haven't been able to like work on shorts or anything because like again it involves earbuds and me being able to How does it feel being the most toxic thing to the K-pop Demon Hunters fandom? Oh my god, you're right. I am. Oh, I don't like this. Oh no. I wouldn't even say it's toxic. I just would say that it's like negative. The negative thing towards the community. I'm sorry for... Never mind. I'm not gonna say that out loud because I have self-control. It isn't Nayra, it's the sickness. We'll go with that. I hear the problem is you. I know, I'm like, fuck. Oh my god, I'm the only one that I've heard of that doesn't like K-pop Demon Hunters. I am the problem. Holy shit. It's me. I'm the negative. At least I'm not like actively trashing the community, you know? I just didn't like it. I just didn't like it. And I was a little bit offended with what I heard afterwards about how it was designed for Americans and that it's working for the vast majority of Americans. I hate it. You live long enough to see yourself become the villain. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just kind of like, it wasn't for me. It wasn't for me. You just ordered some awesome Soldier Boys fabric, which is fucking smart because people are gonna buy that shit up. So do that, dude. Do that. If I was smart, I would probably cosplay a K-pop Demon Hunter and one of Huntrix kind of thing and capitalize on that. But I only I only cosplay things that I like. So I'm not the problem. I will cosplay the tiger. Yeah, I would cosplay the tiger because it's blue. But that's literally it. I mean, even the tiger was also just another like. The tiger was a whole ass meme. I'm like, it's a cat meme, dude. And yet he was the meme that I appreciated the most. So yeah. I dissed the entire movie. I don't know. Yeah. Good times. Good times. Yeah, so tomorrow I will let you guys know what we're doing after my doctor's appointment, which is at 10 a.m. So let's hope that around noon I'm back at my place because, you know, you can be an hour early to your doctor's appointment and your doctor will still be like 2 hours late. I know I'm not the only one. So yeah, hopefully at around noon I'll get word to whatever. Yeah. All right, you're getting K-pop Demon Hunters toxic time for bed pretty fucking much. Okay, yeah. Maybe I'll see you guys tomorrow. If not, I will absolutely see you guys next Monday for sure. 1000% positive. It's getting better, but I'm still, again, I'm not sneezing up blood anymore, so that's good. I still can't hear properly, and I'm getting head rushy, and it sucks, and, yeah, I'll be okay. It's okay. It's okay. I'm just sick. I'm the sickie, and it's the illness's fault, right? It's not me. I'm not toxic. I'm not toxic. I'm not, no shame, no hate on anyone. I don't mean to like, be like, oh, you're dumb for liking this. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying, I'm glad you liked it. Have fun with that. I didn't like it. I kind of felt very offended after just seeing it was all memes, shiny, jangling keys, and, oh yeah, we made this for Americans. I'm like, that one hurts just a little bit. Anyways, maybe see you guys tomorrow. Maybe not. I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm not gonna be here anymore. Bye.